And there's help available.
Oh, absolutely.
There's help available. Could you give us a litany? Debbie's talked a little bit about canned services. Everything from soup to nuts.
Yeah,
essentially.
we are that. We start with child care. We have an excellent child care program. We have an after school program.
What are the costs of these things?
Essentially, they're almost free. There is some administrative cost to operate, but essentially what we're trying to do is we're trying to create an opportunity for people who are often faced with a lot of barriers to get services. I mean, the child care market is pretty expensive, but we lower our rates to make sure that the lower poor person can afford those services. We have, for example, weatherization, where we actually send a crew of guys into a house that may be needing a new heating unit. Where we will fix that unit, to repair that unit, or replace that unit, depending on the situation in that particular house. Because at the end of the day, we know that folks who are faced with the economic challenges don't have the resources to make ends meet. So we try to instill this energy conservation into their homes.
Let's underline that, because there's been a great increase recently in funding for weatherization across the state.
Yes, we don't know what the actual numbers are, but they're going to increase to the point that we're excited. We're going to be looking for folks on the workforce development side, looking for folks to really learn the business and skill sets to get back to work, to do some of this sort of this economic stimulus package. So
that's wonderful.
We're excited about that.
That's wonderful. So we'll also be a technical training.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to try to provide the, yes.
Great.
We're going to try to provide the training. I mean, I think this is an opportunity for especially those folks who are looking for the entry level job, and they really want to develop a skill set that's going to be unique to weatherization. I mean, the weatherization is not going away anytime soon. It's going to be around for a while. So we're happy about giving people opportunities.
Great. And what's the income eligibility for weatherization assistance?
Well, it varies, but it's based on the criteria. Typically, a person would go into the Department of Social Services for whatever services they need, and if they qualify through the Maryland Energy Assistance Program, we'll give them a call and go out and actually audit their house.
So really the first step is for somebody to go into their local DSS?
Yes, absolutely. Department of Social Services, yes.
Okay, and I guess they could find their local DSS by going into the blue pages.
The blue pages, or they can go to our website or
Right.
give us a call directly. Part of what we do is we refer people to other kinds of services.
Yeah,
and that's one of them.
Right, and I know there's energy assistance too for help folks with their BG&E bills. Debbie?
Right, the fuel fund, and even the weatherization is part of that as well.
Ah, great. And how can that help folks with their BG&E bill? A part of it?
Right. The fuel fund is available for those residents that meet the criterion, and then they are able to get assistance with their bill through a couple of different venues, and sometimes there are even private like churches and things like that are available to help as well, and CAN coordinates all of that for someone. If they come in, CAN would help them with their bill.
Great. So if somebody's interested in help with their BG&E bill, they should go to their local anti-poverty agency?
Absolutely.
And that
would be a great start.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Great. And I know, let's talk about CAN's partners, which are legion. I mean, one partner is BG&E, right?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. It's part of what Lyndon Johnson wanted to do was to create this combination of community, the public sector, in the private sector to really address these issues. And I think that we have been fortunate in that one of our best partners is BG&E. We're in the same business. I mean, we really want to help people, and they have come along and have helped us in a number of ways. And we're excited about that partnership. We partner with Baltimore County Office of Community Conservation, which is a great partner. We partner with the Department of Social Services. We just recently established a partnership with M&T Bank. So we're looking for more partners to help us do some of the things that we need to do in the community.
That's great. They can contact you?
Absolutely.
How can they get in touch with you?
They can give us a call at 410-285-4674, or they can contact us through the website, which is www.canconnects.org.
And through that, they can send you email, too?
They can send, yep, absolutely.
That's great. That's great.
A. Coffield, ACOFFIELD, at canconnects.org.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Debbie, how can they get in touch with you? Through the same...
Through Can Connects would be
Okay.
fine, yes.
Okay, so that'd be www.canconnects.org.
Right.
Great, great. I know that there are so many folks that contribute to CAN that it's awful to... It's awful to...
We'd like many more, though.
Yeah, and we'd like to name more, but we don't mean to slight anybody by not naming them today.
Yes.
But I know that there are so many faith congregations that help out. How does a faith... Give us some examples about how folks help out in various ways. And I know this is true of anti-poverty agencies across our state.
Yeah, I mean, we really depend upon particularly the church community to help us, especially with our sheltering programs. We provide 3 meals a day for our homeless shelter families and children. And we wouldn't be able to do that without the support from a lot of the local churches that come in and actually not only provide the meals, but actually serve the meals. So we're excited about the relationships that we have. We're looking for more churches because we do have 3 different sheltering programs throughout the county.
Lots
so
of
we're
opportunities to help.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we're
And
constantly
those costs are
looking.
going up as everyone else's costs.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right.
So.
What kind of level of commitment are you looking for from churches? I know you're looking for folks to do everything, but
Right.
but I mean,
Well,
could they do just some?
We have a person from a faith-based organization that actually does our scheduling, if you will, around the meals for the shelter. And then we have people that come in and serve the meals. We have people that cook, that purchase the food and cook. We have people that sit on our board that are from the faith-based community.
So it's really any...
It runs the gamut. We would take
Runs the
people at the child care programs to help. We have financial. We're trying to plan. We're trying to fundraise. And there's a lot of opportunity for people to come in and volunteer and help us out, whether it be a seat on the board or on a planning committee or any of the committees that we have, or actually in the shelters at the child care programs. You heard Tony talk about weatherization and trying to get that up and running because it is expanding. There are opportunities abound, I would say.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Could you tell us? Thank you. Could you give us some case studies without violating anybody's privacy? We won't do that. We won't do that. But of folks that have been helped by CAN, and I know that you're seeing whole families and you're seeing folks that you've never seen before, and the media's had a lot of real heart-rendering stories about folks that are in these kind of situations now. But give us some stories about that there is help out there.
Yeah, I can tell you that we're excited to share with folks that we believe in our mission. We believe in the fact that if you come into our offices, we'll be able to help you. One case study for us is that we had a gentleman who was homeless, had a mental illness, still does have a mental illness, came in and lived in our shelters for a number of days and months. And he did very well in the shelter. We wind up hiring him as a staff person.
That's wonderful.
Not only is he a great staff person, but he's a great advocate for homeless men in Baltimore County, and he's one that can go out and talk to folks. I mean, he tells his story whenever he goes out. So
he should.
Yeah,
he should, because that's inspiring.
And there's a number of situations like that with CAN. We've hired some of the people who are needing services, and we put them on staff. So we're excited about that kind of opportunity.
Wonderful.
Yes.
That's wonderful. That gives folks. It should give some folks some hope and some trust.
Yes, absolutely.